corruption? Well, there's lore about it. So at this picture, we could clearly see Purple is playing Friday Night Funkin' on his computer. But something strange happens when we get to this. The corruption comes and tries to corrupt Purple, but Purple was able to leave his house as fast as he can, leaving his computer to have a virus and running away and beckoning everyone to run away as well. He also actually got his brother, Old Purple, which is his little brother. But guess what? Purple and Old Purple didn't know Old Purple was actually his brother because they both had Purple in the name. Purple would just call Old Purple a friend. And we also see Red running away from the corrupted as we see she is scared. But in the corruption, Red used to be a guy. In this part, we could clearly see Lime and Yellow are clearly having a wedding, as you can see. Lime used to be a boy and Yellow used to be a girl, but now they switched genders. So that's what we could see in the passage. And in this part of the video, we could clearly see that Lime is actually trying to sacrifice to let the corruption get Lime. But Yellow and Lime actually argue who's gonna sacrifice, and actually off camera, Yellow actually pushes Lime away and goes into corruption, leaving Yellow to get corrupted and getting virused, leaving Lime to run away. We could see Cyan and Blue teamed up to find the others so they could escape. And they are actually being creative for once. And they are actually finding a way where to go so they could be safe from the Pibby. Red does not know where to go, and he is trying to find where to go, but spots in a familiar room, and Red actually tells Old Purple and Purple to join him in the room. And it was a mini game the whole time to see who's worthy enough to get corrupted or survive the corruption. And it didn't go too good for Lime. Since Lime got corrupted, there was two ways he got corrupted. One, he lost the mini game, and the second, it was a life or corrupted situation. So he got the corrupt situation, and he lost the mini game, since the other contestants were too good. So that's why Lime got corrupted. And since Lime was waiting for Yellow, Lime got corrupted and go meet up with Yellow and do not worry about what they're doing. Purple is extremely running as fast as he can because off camera there's a corruption chasing him. It could either be Yellow or Lime teaming up, or it's just individuals of those two. And Purple actually got hit by one of them off camera, so that's why he says I'm running in pain, because he's actually in pain during this whole corruption series. In this part, Violet and Pink are unaware of the corruption, but they don't hear the corruption, they're just having fun. But Violet and Pink is going swimming, and they are about to jump off the diving board. And Violet is demonstrating what is happening to the mysterious black goo. And Violet is clearly saying that Lime corrupted the pool, and now it's not blue is not water no more. It's now the black corruption that makes people into zombie. In this footage, Violet is warning Pink, but Pink doesn't listen and says the words, "I don't know what corruption is," and jumps off the diving board to the pool. And in mid-air, Pink says, "I know what corruption is. It's something that corrupts you," and says, "Oh no." But Violet says, "Well, bye-bye, Pink." And then Pink clearly yells, "This can't be like this," and then cries. And while Pink is crying. The corruption was able to corrupt Pink, and Violet had to jump off the diving board. It's not into the corruption. It's off the corruption. She climbs down the ladder and runs away to find the other survivors. Clearly, white and orange are survivors in this part. White is saying where is orange, seeking away from orange because he doesn't want to be with orange. But right as he says that, orange was actually in the sky the whole time. She was there. So she jumped next to white and said, "I'm here." And white didn't expect that. It said, "I didn't mean to call you." And this is the footage that is actually true. Here, leave me alone. I didn't mean to call you. Mint is tired of running around. He is a scientist, and he is going around the place after place and place, and Mint tries to track the DNA to see what the corruption is, and he is teaming up with Purple off camera. And since he'd been looking around for so long, he couldn't find the corruption even once, and he tired and gave up until Gray came. And then Gray appears, and Mint says, "Hi, Gray." And then Gray responds saying, "Can we do something?" And Mint replies of saying, "What do you mean?" So in this part, we could clearly see that instead of Gray being weird, Mint throws a comeback after the hug off camera and decided to kiss Gray for no exact reason. Rib Gray right here. She's so cool. And now we are on corruption part 2, and this is where we go. At the first part, we could clearly see that Lime is corrupted and saying that we are the corrupted people. No one can't stop us. And that's what he said. Orange decides to run with 2 other guests, and these 2 people is Peach and Cherry, which we could see because both of them are running because Lime is chasing Orange, Peach, and Cherry. Peach decided to, in the beginning, Peach decides to sacrifice herself. Peach decided to sacrifice herself because she wants the others to survive. And Cherry, fun fact, Cherry is actually dating Peach. Cherry is a boy and Peach is a girl. I forgot the genders. I think they're swapped. But Orange and Cherry were able to get away. And since there was a dead end, Peach was able to throw them into a secret place. It is a ventilation. In this footage, Red was able to find Neon Red, and Neon Red and Red don't know each other. And Red introducts herself. She says, "Hi, I am Red." And Neon Red says, "Hi, I am Neon Red." He replied. In this footage, we could clearly see that White y'all have dirty minds, by the way. White actually got chained. It's not corruption. White got chained by one of the corruption. Instead of him getting corrupted, he got chained. And if the other corrupted saw him like this, they would free White and corrupt him right off the bat. but a mysterious person we had seen frees him, which is Cyan. Cyan is clearly a 14-year-old boy who was trying to save everyone from the corruption. And White is literally in his 20s. Bro survived. I don't know how, but this guy survived. A teenager saving a grown man is crazy, but yeah. Due to Cyan saving White, he had got both of his one leg glitched and one hand glitch because there was a little bit of corruption on it. I don't know how it appeared, but it randomly appeared, and it was a secret. And this chapter is actually the first chapter to have an FNF song in it. And it's Purple, clearly trying to survive with Blue and Old Purple, but they're stopped by some mysterious corruptions who are. We could clearly see in this footage that Blue is fading away from the corruption. This is a reference from the FNF, bro, I forgot the mod name. It's FNF Corruption but Family Guys. The Darkness Takeover mod. It's a reference of Quagmire getting corrupted in the scene with the boys trying to escape off an airplane. They're stopped by Peach, aka the person who got corrupted in the beginning, since for her sacrificial. But it's since of her sacrificial, everything gone bad. We could clearly see that Blue had been corrupted off of Peach. And since Peach had eliminated Blue, they had clearly got stronger by corrupting someone. And then the song ends with Blue getting glitched. Purple and Old Purple lost a member, but they're still running to find a way to stop this madness and find a cure. But they're stopped by two individual people, making it a rap battle that is a 2v2. We could clearly see off camera Violet got corrupted, and a secret that Lime actually had tentacles in the corrupted body, so Lime was able to grab Violet and corrupt Pink, so it was a bad ending. And then Violet went to her house and saw her sister, aka Lavender, I think. And Lavender was confused in why she was acting that way. But when it was nighttime, Violet had corrupted Valender. And Valender had been corrupted. So that's why we have this 2v2. In this scene, Orange and Cherry got out of the ventilation system and escaped. It hurt their back pretty well. But they actually fell into the diving board place, but ran away and avoided Lime with every move. And they finally got a safe place, but when they looked back, it was Lime. But Cherry ran away and watching the rap battle scared and confused. Cherry is still in the ventilation. And Cherry doesn't know Cherry doesn't know what should if she should say if he should so he can save Orange from Lime. Cherry does the right decision and comes out and decided to also battle Lime. In this reference, we could hear. This is clearly a remix from this 2023 song. It's called Crystalline. It's called Crystalline. I don't know. It's called Crystal or Crystalline. I think this song probably got deleted. Or it's still there, but we can't find it no more. It probably got deleted. So that's the in this picture, we could clearly see yellow. We could clearly see yellow, orange, green, red, old purple, and purple clearly got in this box. And yellow actually escaped the corruption for some reason. I don't know how, but off camera, Violet saved the yellow, causing Lime to attack Violet. Orange, yellow, and green got corrupted in this photo. I was joking. Actually, yellow, orange, and red got corrupted, leaving green, old purple, and purple to survive. Since old purple actually had gadgets, the gadgets actually saved it old green, old purple, and purple, but red was so close to escaping, but got pulled at the corruption after old purple, green, and purple escaped. We could clearly see that it's a 3v3, and it's a battle versus red, orange, yellow versus purple, old purple, and green. And this video ends up seeing if White and Cyan can survive the corruption, and it leads to corruption chapter 3, which we could clearly see purple is actually smirking while running away because he believes that he could survive the corruption. And we could see that Lime is gonna corrupt old purple, but old purple doesn't give a crap because he literally runs away as fast as he can, losing the sight for Lime. Cyan has a theory how to escape the corruption, and he tries his best using the theory. Purple hears Cyan and runs to Cyan and say, "Bro, are you serious right now? I'm literally going to not do my job," because he is too tired and been fighting for a whole day because it was 3 chapters in. We could clearly see that Pink is going to be fake corrupted, but when Purple gets too close to save Pink, Pink will actually become corrupted, and Purple will have no choice to rap battle or escape. And clearly, FNF Boyfriend, who we could only see in 3, Boyfriend actually comes and raps with Purple, making it more easier since Boyfriend is like the goal of rapping. So Boyfriend clearly make the arrows. Purple does the least and Boyfriend does the most, so it can make it easier to save Pink. The whole time it was a lie, and Purple and Boyfriend are both fading away from the corruption, but they both got away safely. And this leads us, we could clearly see Lime facing the back, looking at the other survivors running away from the other corruption, but Brown comes in hand and holding a shotgun, ready to see if Lime is a survivor or a corrupted. We could clearly see that Lime actually faked it and became corrupted, but later in this place, we could clearly see he is holding a shotgun. You could see in this picture. I was just lying. He has a zapper to zap. Brown had enough of this battle and starts shooting the zapper at Lime. And we finally, and Lime actually throws Brown into the mouth. It is clearly a FNF Mario Madness V2 Pico versus Mr. L reference. The screen glitches causing the player to be confused why the screen glitches in this thumbnail. Everything is going flap, flap, flap because everything is going crazy. But Lime's ghost actually tries to save Brown and help Brown get away. We could actually see Cherry got corrupted off camera, and Lime and Cherry are chasing Brown while Brown is running away. In the scene, we could clearly see Boyfriend running away because this is a chase fight. We could clearly see in this thumbnail. that boyfriend and Purple are running away from Dark Indigo since Dark Indigo had been corrupted. We could clearly see in this place that Dark Indigo is trying to corrupt White, and White is scared that he might get corrupted, but Blackie joined in, saying the words, "Blackie Scott." Purple is actually crying in the scene because boyfriend actually got corrupted, and boyfriend is walking slowly into the corruption fight off camera, and Purple's crying because he sees boyfriend walking towards the survivors. And then we could clearly see boyfriend appears corrupted, and we could clearly see that Purple is still crying. We already see. Navy Orange clearly jumps into the whole entire fight and starts rapping, causing Purple to have a meltdown even more because they're both friends. No, because they're both best friends in this color AU. But Navy Purple during the fight off camera is clearly hyping Purple up and actually trying to fight the glitch as well. And then as the song progresses, we clearly hear boyfriend say these lyrics. And this is what lyrics boyfriend said. We never embrace and we never let you free. All the people that are back there is done. Now it's you. For next, everybody's done. Blue is stuck in a cage, and we never will see him again. It's true that he's stuck, it will eat him and feed him to the lions. I let Orange go, but he hid and we do not know where he went. Oh, we've been looking, and then we gave up, and then boom. And since we saw Blue is stuck in a cage, off camera, one of the survivors saved Blue, and now this leads us to Corruption Part 4. Hey, I'm finna run. We could clearly see Blue is saying this is a disaster, and then Purple says, "Purple, don't you think I know it?" Since Purple already knew that, he got furious that Blue didn't know this was a disaster. Purple got super mad that he threw Blue so far away. It landed to where Magenta and Blackie was. Because during the rap, the lyrics, Blackie got away and found his bestest friend as a child, Magenta. And they decided to do the rap battle. This is Blue. And this is Blackie Magenta. In this pic, and you cannot see Blue, but in this footage off camera, Blue is getting so pissed that he is losing the rap battle that he actually became corrupted, and he became corrupted because Purple had corruption on his finger, and he threw Blue with that hand with the corrupted finger, and Blue got corrupted. And you cannot clearly see that Blue is standing on something, and the thing that Blue's standing on is actually boyfriend. During the lyrics, boyfriend actually became a mutant and grew bigger, and where Magenta Blackie actually got two new people who was also, and Blackie and Magenta actually were on boyfriend's hand all along. We see that Navy Orange. We clearly see that why did I say Navy Orange? We clearly see that Magenta Blackie actually got two people, which is Old Purple and Purple. And Purple is actually shocked because he accidentally made Blue a corrupted from hurting too far. And Old Purple's trying to calm his big bro down. which we could see because he has a worried face. Since magenta is not helping at all, purple gets a little bit faded. Navy oranges, old purple's half body is corrupted. And magenta's is clearly transforming into a corruption. And Blackie's fine, because he's helping the most out of everyone. You can clearly see that magenta is actually getting corrupted at the moment. And he became a corrupted. And the words he said is die, D, die, D, die, D, die. And purple, old purple and Blackie sing the same tune. We're talking about is twist. We could clearly see this color is called sewer, and sewer got corrupted off camera for some reason. We don't know. And then in this footage, we could clearly see that Cyan joined in just to make it worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So they had to get a backup. Then Yellow decided to join in. And since Yellow got corrupted, this is where we are. We could clearly see these is what happening. Sewer is clearly saying your days are numbered. And Cyan is saying just die already. And Yellow is saying he's just spamming. Dark Brown said I doubt I die. He is not brown. This is when Dark Brown comes here. White says always dodging. And Orange said join the corruption. Orange is half corrupted. So we could clearly see that Orange is going to be corrupted. And White was able to save Orange. So White and Cyan was able to survive. And we see Maroon come here and try to beat up people now. Because he had saw the commotion and joined and see what's happening. So he decided to take out Play and sing. And then Purple looked at Maroon and said, where is old Purple? And Maroon had no clue. So Purple had to save old Purple by singing to the heart of old Purple. We could clearly see all of the corrupted people had merged all together. So now it's creepy. The only people who survived was Dark Brown, Purple, and White. And Maroon got corrupted just because he looked back. And Purple, Dark Brown, and White were running. And Maroon was confused and took one step. But the corruption corrupted him before he took the step. And Orange also got corrupted because her leg was broken. And she had nothing to do but crawl, and the corruption easily got her. And all of the survivors say bam, 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 bam. The corruption is going down 16 times because that's actually a magic secret spell to get some people who are not even near them get uncorrupted. Matt was looking around trying to survive until he saw a pipe, which confused him. So he saw a pipe and he thinks he can go through the pipe so he can escape the corruption. And right he go in, Purple hit him with a boom! After the commotion, Violet and her sister come and screech at them off camera. And Purple and Matt all had no other choice. Instead of being in the dead end and fight just to get corrupted, they actually run out that other back door so they can escape the whole house that they were in. And they started running and other people saw them, so they also joined in. We could see that Purple and Old Purple were singing. Old Purple was actually with Cherry the whole time. Since Cherry was not corrupted, Cherry was staying with Old Purple for the day, and Old Purple abandoned Cherry and looked for his own brother, which is kind of a W. And Blackie decides to join in because that can boost up the eager to beating boyfriend since boyfriend's corrupted. And then we see Mint appear during the rap battle as well. Because Mint trusts Purple even if Mint got jump scared by Purple. And Boyfriend says the lines. Dun, 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 dun. What does it matter? The corruption is too strong and you should give up. It's not like you will save the day. I got you. And my hand like it nothing. Blacky's all alone. He will die fast. Like it matters. I already told you it was dead and it was alive. And they're honest. Keep running away, but it doesn't matter. Because this is the alive born. Alex is alive. Alejandro is alive. Blacky's alive. And Mitt is alive. I got you in my hand. Doesn't matter. That you're gonna be. That you're gonna be. Doesn't matter. That you're dead. Since Purple was too eager to sing, he said this. And it'll go something so I'm gonna get in alive. I'll dodge at the side where you finna go. On the soul, I will not take a bullet. Mint actually gives up, and since Mint gives up, he actually sacrifices himself because he's been through so much things. So he decides to quit and let the corruption corrupt him. It's a time that I should die. I've been through so much. So just take me in your hands and crush me up until I'm corrupted and dead. Well, that's what you said, and I'm doubting it. So I'll probably just make you die like you said. Since Purple and Blackie and Old Purple are the only 3 survivors, and they're the only 3 survivors, the others got corrupted off camera. White, Blue got corrupted for sure. Blue was still corrupted. Even Cyan the goat, he's also corrupted. So Purple and Old Purple and Blackie found out that Purple knows how to fly and to ascend to God and fly to Alex to stop this madness, since he's the owner. So he makes a freestyle saying this. Oh yeah, I am the rap god, and I'll show you. And this. Find your way to escape. Get off don't go on my back. Yeah, and if you want to get corrupted, just go to him and let him corrupt you. Alright, I'm gonna fly now. I'm gonna run to go up. It's Christmas. Get your gift. It's Christmas. If you don't sleep, you ain't finally get a gift. Grinch. I just want my presents. Hit the beat. Take a seat. Watch the movie. You better not take it. Hit the beat. May watch a seat. Watch a movie. End it with a beat. Surrounded by people who have lots of it's not a waste of my time. Shut up! You aren't gonna save. Watch a movie, Halloween. Halloween's better, and I'll show you what Halloween is. Since Purple started rapping and flying up, Boyfriend actually sends them down. So they couldn't fly high enough so Boyfriend couldn't reach. And since Purple is so triggered, he does this to Boyfriend. I'm gonna show you. Hey! Oh, that hurts. Why would you do that? Because you did not let us save it. I know I got corrupted. But this ain't the end. I'll get corrupted and take over the world just for Boyfriend. Since you heard that line of Red saying, "This isn't the end and I'll corrupt the world just for boyfriend," Red is clearly saying boyfriend is the king of everyone and he wants to repay boyfriend for helping him in the past by getting corrupted and corrupting everybody in the world. Since we did the same thing of Red and Purple gagging, this is the same thing. The reason why it says left, right, Purple and Red actually meet FNF girlfriend, which is a survivor, not a corruptor. And then we see this cutscene. Purple and girlfriend have a conversation, and let's show you the conversation. Heck, I didn't know FNF girlfriend was there the whole time. The whole time. Wait, who's that shadow behind me? There's nothing behind me. Is that boyfriend from that Friday Night Funkin'? I corrupt you. Oh my god, that's the wrong color. I fixed it. Alright, now I'm just gonna. Where's that boyfriend? I will grab you and test it out. What the chicken nugget? What the? Hey, watch this. I'm gonna do a twirl. Boom. Hey. We could clearly see that Purple is actually trying to oppress a girlfriend by doing a twirl just to make boyfriend mad. And Purple is clearly rage baiting. Girlfriend says she likes Purple just for that flip. But since Purple said I'm taken, the lore says that she says what and cry. Blackie, Purple, Old Purple get trapped on a white platform, which is where everyone was at. Blue, white, everyone corrupted there. They actually roamed there. But Mint got corrupted. But that wasn't actually Mint. That was Mint's father. Since Mint and Blackie and Purple and Old Purple couldn't find a way to escape, they had no other choice to jump down off the platform and fall into the abyss. Since Mint got corrupted off camera. Since Old Purple, Blackie, and Purple were so mad, they all mixed in together, making them a whole mutant. The whole time, there was actually 6 survivors instead of the usual 3. Everybody that is in the circle had been a mutant, but it wasn't good. The whole mutants fell into the abyss and separated, and this is where we go to chapter 5. Off the camera, boyfriend actually got out of the corruption, and someone knocked on his door. So he's gonna open the door, and look who turns out to be at the door. Red got corrupted during the mutating falling. Since boyfriend is so scared, he ran away. This is where the first rap battle starts. This is where the second battle starts. Purple and Old Purple decided to teleport somewhere. They randomly teleported to this Japanese random place. I don't know what to call it. And boyfriend and Cherry was there. But these are our rivals. Mint, Indigo, and Tan all got corrupted. And Indigo was not in 1, 2, 4 because she was a fangirl of Purple. So all she did was a drawing about Purple. And Purple does not like Indigo. But she keeps trying until Purple breaks up with Red and goes to Indigo. In this part, we clearly see Indigo trying to corrupt Dark Brown, since he has the blicky and he lost an eye. He's just like Cyan, but way worse. Since Dark Brown wasn't too lucky, Dark Brown got corrupted and got stabbed in the stomach. And unfortunately, he got corrupted. Sorry, Dark Brown fan. Unfortunately, Cherry and Boyfriend got corrupted due to Indigo eating them and throwing up at them after the song. And Purple got teleported by something again. And Purple was so shocked and doesn't have his weapon. Purple was too tired, so he decided to take a break. Sand in... Oh, crap. There's 2 tans. I'm gonna just call the other one Dark Tan. So Sand and... Oh my god. So Sand and Tan... What? So this one, the person on the left is Tan, and the person on the right is Sand. They are clearly dating. One of them is a girl, one of them is a boy. Since they were losing the rap battle and getting corrupted, Purple decided to join in to make them full health again, so they can continue rapping. Since they were losing once again, Purple decided to help them again. Purple is teleported to this oddly white space where Lime is at. First he's calm, then he's confused why Lime corrupted and turned evil. We have meet this new person. We don't know who this new person is, and we can't tell about this new person. But this is actually Dark Brown still. Dark Brown got out of the corruption really fast and decided to get the guitar and start playing it during the rap battle, thinking it would be funny, but it's not. We hear these lyrics. Focus on me, you and me, plain. Focus on me. This song is called Focus on Me. So that's why the vocal says, focus on me. And now, Purple is rapping Lime, and Lime is losing, and she's shocked. And Purple is rapping until Lime swings at Purple, teleporting Purple some. And we got taken into Color Corruption 6, aka Bloody Bite. Which, since White and Gray are talking, White just looks puzzled, which Gray looks around and see Yellow's about to corrupt Gray, which another person is walking who could... The first face we see is White. Since Gray got corrupted, it could be a 3v1. And this person is... We have Yellow and Gray, and the last person who's known to man, who's Mr. Mountain. We could clearly see that Yellow and Gray is versus White and Tan. Hear this Chickmon voice. First, we actually get a message from Indigo, and this is the message from Indigo. And then Indigo, Gray, and Yellow are all teaming on Tan and White. And White got beat up by Indigo in the cutscene because Indigo throws her hand, making White hurt. There is something strange because Yellow, Gray, and Indigo is slowly corrupting Tan, so it won't be good for Tan. We see that Tan actually dies in this cutscene. What the is wrong with you? Yeah. Escape. Shoot them. Okay. and then everything go crazy. Purple comes here and tries to defeat the others, and they defeat the mutants all by singing with white. And we could see Purple does the Kamehameha on the others. We could see Boyfriend had been saved, and Boyfriend had been revamped into the actual Boyfriend, and Lime gets out the corruption because Purple actually saved Lime right on time before getting slashed into this new road. And we have Navy Blue, a new person we had not seen ever before until we got into 6. Lime is so sad and thinks about the moment what could happen to his her boyfriend. And this is where Lime actually changes genders. Instead of being a boy, Lime is now a girl. And Boyfriend tries to cheer Lime up with a single rap battle, but everything goes wrong. Magenta decides to come in and try to rap battle Boyfriend, Lime, and Navy Blue. And they sing a familiar song that you might know from the FNF Gotcha mod. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. This is actually from the the Navy, Lime, and Boyfriend and Magenta all sing the same line called this. And then the song ends like that. And then we go to a secret song. And this song is called, I think it's called Center. No, the song is called Blood. We could clearly see that Navy, Orange, Purple, and White is trying to hide behind a bush. And this is our second time seeing Navy Orange appearance. This song is the example of the FNF Gotcha or the FNF Gotcha Evil mod. And this is how it goes. That's the part where you probably heard of this part, but if you haven't, since Purple, Navy, Orange, and White actually did a good job of saving them, Blue actually got uncorrupted, and they're working with the 3 other survivors, while Pink is still in the corruption. Pink is actually getting out, and she's getting cured. At this point, we see light pink, and we see yellow. Yellow actually still got out the corruption though, but yellow has a crossbow, and it looks like light pink is corrupted because she got corrupted in her home. And since she got corrupted, she looks extra weird. So Navy Orange actually joined yellow at this point. So they're doing a 2v1 to get light pink out. This is actually the only chapter that actually might have the people most getting saved. We could see that they're singing at this part, and they're singing lyrics. You could clearly see. And then Navy Orange joins the singing, and it's true. Wheel it, and Orange then Orange and light pink actually merge together, and they actually go together. But instead of yellow being scared, yellow's more smirking. But but navy blue still has the same thing. No. Yellow is clearly shooting. It's clearly shooting light pink, as you can see. And light pink's ghost is near navy blue, just to give them protection, while the orange and light pink are corrupted. They're saying light pink's name a bunch of times, like you can see. They keep saying light pink, 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 light pink. And light pink actually got out the corruption, and he's also saying his own name, causing orange to be corrupted, and light pink actually saving the day and running away. We could see that orange turned off the clip, and then we could see this. We could clearly see that navy. We could clearly see that navy, orange, light blue, and no. We could clearly see that navy blue, light blue, yellow, and light pink is clearly trying to save red, because red actually got corrupted, and they're trying to beat red up. So we could see at this part they are literally singing. They're singing to make this better, but I don't know if it's better, because we see yellow being down, and yellow looks like he's getting corrupted, and we can even hear that he's getting corrupted due by the voice, and you can hear, and that's him trembling due to the scaredness. Red was able to corrupt yellow, causing the others to be scared. And this is what the sound sounds like. Red had a free feast. Light blue, navy blue, and light pink are singing something nice to yellow while he's dying, like saying, "Can you please protect us in heaven," and stuff. And the most people who had the most breakdown is navy blue, and light pink. Navy blue had the most meltdown out of all of them, because navy blue was the partner for yellow in the light pink corrupt song. So this is their mutant form. Instead of red being there, yellow takes control of everything, and the planes start losing control. Since the corruption is so bad, there's red smoke smoking at the plane, and everything's gonna crash. After the crash, we finally meet Purple, and Purple has a fake impersonator that is actually corrupted. So, and this impersonator and Purple are singing. Then Purple ran just to see the face and disturbing it. And the corrupted Purple is chasing Purple. Due to the plane crash, all of them got corrupted in the plane crash. An example, light blue got corrupted in the plane crash, and yellow been corrupted in the plane crash. But indigo and lime actually got out the corruption. Indigo got out the corruption, and she's running for her life, holding on to Purple, while Purple's trying to push her off while running. And now we see red, yellow, dark brown, light. We see that fake purple. We see light blue, and we see light pink, and we see navy blue. So clearly, all of the people in the plane crash got corrupted. And since they see that old purple Old Purple was actually in the plane crash. Old Purple was actually in the plane crash, and Old Purple actually survived the plane crash. Since the ghost of light, Pink actually healed him. He was off of the background in the light pink chase. He's in the background looking to see if everything's okay. Purple is trying to fight the corruption while Boyfriend is almost getting corrupted. And then we see the corruption smiley face thing. The whole emoji is a corrupted. I don't know why, but it's a thing. So the emoji says Boyfriend is on the kill list, and Boyfriend is like, what do you mean? So let's see the video to see more. And we could clearly see that Boyfriend got corrupted. He got stabbed right in his heart. Yep, in his heart. And if someone gets hurt in their heart, they're just dead. So Boyfriend got stabbed in his heart, and then he been corrupted for the whole part of chapter 6. But we aren't done here, because we see Boyfriend corrupted, and Purple, Old Purple, Blackie, and Lime are confused and disgusted in how Boyfriend looks. Then Boyfriend says these lyrics that you have to watch. These are his lyrics. Just wait for it.
I fallen, but now you're in my hands. You think you're gonna be safe, but you know what?
Off camera, y'all probably think Tan and Light Pink still got corrupted, but no. Light Pink got uncorrupted during off camera, during when Boyfriend was rapping. So as Tan. No, Tan been survived. Tan actually got out by Purple. Then Purple makes a freestyle.
You know I'm immortal. You know I could teleport away from a portal. I'm the same fact. I don't need to rap, cause I can beat you up with a single slap.
Purple says he's immortal, but he's thinking he's lying. He knows he's lying to tell everyone. He knows he's lying, but no, actually he is immortal. He said the truth, but he thinks he's lying, and he already knows he's lying, but it's actually true.
Not lying. I ain't capping, but that ain't true. You think you're coming here, but I'ma make blue. You're so happy to be corrupted, but that you're gonna fix my ultra wearing. You don't think you're so cool, but the example of you are a fool. I'm just rapping in your face because
And we clearly see that Boyfriend is battling Pico. But what happens to Pico, you may ask? Let's watch this to see what happens to Pico. Pico actually gets himself corrupted, as we could see. Just watch. He had got corrupted by Boyfriend. Then they battle against Red, aka Purple's girlfriend. Purple is getting so mad that he's gonna fight everything, and we could see this because since Purple is so annoyed, Alex decides to join the color world and decides to battle Boyfriend. And then since Alex is the owner, he accidentally did something that caused this. And then we get a message from Indigo, and this is the message.
You can save
So we can clearly hear that Indigo got stabbed by a corrupted, and instead of telling people to save her, she says leave me. And she says you can save me, but says bye still. She's saying you could save me because she believes in you, but since that's gonna waste many of your time of running and get both of you and Indigo corrupted, she does it sarcastic and says bye-bye before accepting her interfate. And this got her to battle. She is actually fighting versus her corrupted self. She's getting too... The corrupted Indigo is getting too powerful. So Indigo actually might die. But Indigo gets corrupted. And then the next fight is Magenta versus Purple. We could clearly see Magenta, we could see me, and we could see my girlfriend, aka Sophia. It's a strip. And then after the battle ends, we get a secret cutscene after the song. This is the cutscene.
Gosh, Lime? Yeah, we got out. Yeah, the end.
So that's the end. And then we make it to... Since Purple kind of betrayed people while the corruption happened, he looked at himself down, minding his own business, thinking if he should get corrupted. But Alex did the wrong time to do this because you could see...
Wait, Alex? Wait, don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that. Back up. You need to save everyone. Goodbye.
We could clearly see that Purple got even more stronger just for the Kamehameha, and now he looks like he done very stuff, and you do not want to get on Purple's bad side. First, this takes place in this oddly white space where we can see... Oh my gosh, I forgot. Where we can see... We could see that Neon Red and Lime are talking just because they're bored, until they see a corruption who is Indigo, and it's mixed with Gray too. So Indigo and Gray are both battling, but there's one more person. Instead of being an Indigo and Gray, it's actually Indigo and Pink. Since Pink got corrupted, since Pink is still corrupted after the incidents, after her almost getting out the glitch, but since she almost got out, she's still corrupted since she haven't got out fully. It's like when you incomplete something. And Indigo been corrupted, and Indigo decided to do it. And then Neon Red is kinda annoying. Strong, but he's sweating because he's blushing a little bit. You can't see it, but I added blush fix. Since Pink was getting too pissed off, Pink actually became a mutated with Indigo, and this is what Pink did. And Pink actually did this on purpose. And since Pink did this, it caused Neon Red to blush. And it's actually distracting Neon Red. While they're fighting, Neon Red is actually in a force field that was set by Lime. Because Lime did a force field, and she tried her best since she learned its science for the first time. And Indigo and Pink are actually trying to break the force field. And since they broke the force field, Neon Red got corrupted. We could see his breakdown. He's drooling and then becomes evil. We could clearly see the song is called Curse. And this is this FNF song has mechanics. Dodge Neon's attack with spacebar. If someone makes this an actual mod, please add that mechanic so it could be better. And this is where the song takes place. Gray was actually in Neon's Red's whole time. Gray was flat like a pancake, and Neon Red actually ate Gray And since Neon Red got corrupted, it made Neon Red too dangerous to even approach him. Because once sight, you're automatically dead. Since Purple, Old Purple, and Blue, and White, and Parasite Red, and Mint, and Maroon did not have nowhere to go, they had to stay at Navy Orange's house. So that's why they are here in Navy Orange's house. And Purple is trying to find some things to watch while rap battling. Old Purple is watching what Purple's watching in a maze while rapping. Blue's the weirdest out of them all. Bro's trying to have clappy clap with Navy Orange. And White is just trying to be a flirtationist. In the song, there's actually Korean, like saying Palanseg, Anyo, Noa Na, those stuff. There's actually Korean in those. All this song is just about betrayal, because the chapter is called Betrayal, since everyone is betraying in this chapter. This is all of the lore, everyone.
Like and subscribe.